Hello everyone, my name is Shivani. So today in this video, I am explaining you the flow I create for the Talent Stacker program. So first of all, I just want to tell you a brief about why I created this flow. So client require that when a member completed his certification, experience project and landed job, and then automatically an achievement record is created to store all the information. So let's start it. So for creating the flow, first go to the new flow and then go to record trigger flow. And as you can see this page here, I entered all the information. So I select the contact object here because my all the information are on the contact object, and I want my uh, flow is triggered when the changes happen on the contact object. And I selected here a record is created or updated because whenever a new record is created or the user updated the record for the member, flow is triggered. So in the condition section, I selected any condition is met. This is the or situation. So you can see this is the certified field. So I created already a field on my contact object as a certified, which is a checkbox field. So I'm putting a condition here that if that field is equal true, that means that checkbox field is checked. And the second condition is that the experience project has completed. This is my experience project field. It's also in my contact object is equal is showing a completed. And the third condition is that job landed. It's again a checkbox field, which is showing equal true. So if any of this condition is true, then that scenario, um, whenever the condition is true, in that scenario, every time I select this option here, that every time a record is updated and meets the condition requirement. Whenever a record is meet any of this condition requirement, the flow is triggered. Just select here action and related records and go to save. So now you can see here, when you select this, this is created. Now come down. Then here I choose one decision element. So how I created this decision element. First condition I give is here that member is certified. If the member is certified, the label is member is certified, you can see all the conditions are met, and the condition is here that that certified field which is on the contact object is equal true. Then in that scenario, I selected the second option here. Only if the record that trigger the flow to run is updated and meet the condition. So for the decision element, my first condition is that. And the second condition is when member has completed the experience project. In that scenario, I select this experience project status is equal completed, and same only if the record that trigger to flow to run updated to meet the required condition. And in the third, it's a default, and in the default section, I just changed the label that member has landed the job. So first, we're gonna check it out if member is certified because that's the first step. The member doesn't have the certification, he's not gonna get the experience project. So in this section, you can see first I selected the get record element. I'm just showing you all the information I entered here. So I just entered the object, which is a member certification object. It's a custom object I created. And second, all conditions are met. I put this condition requirement. Here I write that member ID in the certification is equal to the record member ID. So what this line saying as member ID in the certification object, it should be equal to the member ID of the contact object. so that we both the records related to the same member. Then I select here only the first record. I just want only one record is created, and automatically store all the information. So after getting the record information, the next step I'm gonna do here is that create the record. So I just add the record, create the record element, and you can see how many records to create it here. So I just name it as a record, and I just want to create only one record. And here, how to set the record fields, I want in the separate resources to store. So the thing is that I want all the information, the extract from the certification is stored in the achievement object. I created a different custom object and named as an achievement. So in the achievement object, I want that certification name. It should be the member certification from the get certifications. When you create the get records element done, you can check it out here. When you click, just I'm gonna show you one example. So when your get records elements done, then you can look at here. You can check like this, that the name member certification which I entered from the get certifications, because all the information from the member certification is stored in this variable here. Then go, and I just want the certification name, then move down, and here is the name which is showing the certification name. I'm gonna go and just select it here. Yeah. Similar way, the member ID, for that I want that member ID also, so I just add the member ID here, and the member name, for the member name, get the member name from the certification object here, and the owner ID I extract from the contact object. Just save it, and your record is created for the achievement object. So now comes to the experience object. So as you can see in the experience object, if member completed the experience object, then all the information is stored in the achievement records. So first, similar to the certification, first I created the get record elements here. You can see all the information I entered. Now come create the record. So as you can see, I select here the update record element in the certification section, because our record is already created when the member has certified. So I just want to update that information. So for that, I selected here update record element. And you can see in the update record element, I select the fourth option, specify conditions to identify records, because I want to extract the information from the others object. So that's why I select this option here. Update the records, I want in the achievement object, I want to update the records. All conditions are met. I just put the condition here that both the member ID should be the same, so that it's confirmed it's related to the one members. And here the fields which I want to update on the achievement records, it's experience project, and this information is extract from the member in project, just like I did on the certification object. I'm gonna save it. So in the last, the member has landed job. For the member has landed job, same scenario, get records. I want the record extract from the job placement object. It's also a custom object. All the conditions are met. Member ID should be matched, and here all selected. Then update records element, I selected here. The fourth option I selected, and I want achievement record should be updated. The conditions here you can see, and the landing job, I want the organization name where member land his job. So I selected here, and it's done. So now you can see how this my flow here, and after that I'm just gonna save it and activate it. Don't forget to activate the record, because sometimes I forget to activate the record and I'm just thinking why my record is not working, that scenario. So just activate it, and I'm going to show you one example here how this flow is working. So you can see it's a contact name Eric Bot. So here's the member details section where I can see his sign up email date, and he already has Facebook group, pro course material, and certified. Now the certifications. So right now here you can see in the achievement object is showing 0. So there is no record created still. So I'm just going to create the certifications. So go to the member certification, go to new and select this Salesforce certification. Then certification name is Salesforce Associate and member ID is Arab. And just assuming that he obtained the certification on 31st of May, which is active in status, and his verification email. Let's save it. So my record is here for the certification. Now back to the contact record, and you can see now in the achievement section here, one record is created, which is showing still a certification name, Salesforce Associate, but you can see the experience project and landing the job. It's blank because I didn't create any record on this. So now come back to the array, and I'm going to create the member in project, experience project, positive, and save. So now back to my achievement record here. So you can see from here is showing now the experience project is Trail Ranger. Now come to the landing job. So for that I come to my job placement object, go to new. So member got the save for associate positions. In the organization, G, his start date is 4th of July, and save. So here you can see in the achievement section, certification name showing Salesforce certified associate, experience project is Trail Ranger, and landing the job is Maggi. When I'm gonna go and click here, it's gonna show me the all the details. So you can create the flow like this if you want to, extract the information from one object and enter the information from the other objects. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.